Ayo, thank you so much for clicking on this exact video. It is in fact also my last video here from Vancouver. My semester abroad is almost over. I actually only have a few days left where I am staying at the exact same hostel as I was living in the beginning of my time here in Vancouver. You can go back and watch that first episode. It's in Danish though, but it's funny to see how life has changed over the span of the last 4 months. Right now I am sitting besides the tea house in Stanley Park because I thought about how I would like to spend my last full day here in Vancouver, and decided that the perfect way to spend that day would be to walk to Stanley Park, see the hollow tree, and also see the Lost Lagoon for the last time, because admittedly Stanley Park and especially the Lost Lagoon has been my favorite place here in Vancouver while I have been here. It's the place I have gone for most of my walks and my runs as well, and that place will always have a place in my heart because I've spent quite some time there. But as mentioned, this is my last video from Canada. I am flying back to Copenhagen tomorrow to see my friends and family. I'm looking forward to that, but I'll also enjoy today and tomorrow by doing some cozy stuff and just have some reflections about my time here in Vancouver, what I like about the city. My plan for today is to head to the art gallery at Robson Square because I haven't been there, even though I have lived 5 minutes away, so that's a bit funny. But first I'll stop by the hollow tree here in Stanley Park, and then let's do a reflection in the Lost Lagoon after. I found my way to the Lost Lagoon, one of my favorite places here in Vancouver, and I gave myself the assignment of thinking about 3 things I really liked about Vancouver and 3 things I am excited about going back to Denmark. And starting off with the things I like about Vancouver, I must admit I love the outdoor vibes around here. I think I've mentioned it before as well, but just the fact that going out into the nature doesn't feel like a project here, because you can get out into the nature within minutes from the city no matter where you live. I think that's such a big plus in a big city like Vancouver. Additionally, one thing I've also loved about Vancouver is that it has given me the room in the sense that I can walk and run and drink coffee without rushing or having to be at appointments or gatherings constantly and all the time like back home in Denmark, which is nice sometimes, but overall I'm also enjoying my own companionship a lot, and this space or room or flexibility or whatever you want to call it has also been a huge boost for my creativity in terms of these YouTube videos, and I hope I can bring that home to Denmark as well. And then the last thing I like about having lived in Vancouver is it has given me the feeling of being slightly anonymous. Like being far away from home has allowed me to just be me without any expectations, and I have met people here kind of by coincidence or through travel or school, and that freedom or sense of possible roaming around has meant a lot to me here in Canada. So that was 3 reasons why I have liked to live in Vancouver. I hope you have enjoyed them because I spent quite some time on this walk today thinking about them. But my plan now is to head to the art gallery as mentioned earlier and then have some food after that. And then I guess I'll do the 3 things I'm looking forward to later in the video. There needs to be some sort of like carrot that keeps you motivated to watch the video further. Am I wrong? Nico and Vince. Understand the reference? Maybe I should listen to that on the way to the art gallery. That is indeed a food mountain right here. It is the 24th of December. It's Christmas evening. I am celebrating that just by myself here in Vancouver because it's also the day where I am traveling back home to Denmark. I am super excited about going back home to see my friends and family, and as mentioned yesterday, I want to do like 3 things. I'm looking forward to going back to my home country, and that is of course the first one, indeed seeing my friends and family again, hugging them, feeling them, even like smelling them. That is something I can't wait to do, I must admit. Second thing I am quite excited about is to slow things down a bit again, because while being here in Vancouver I have had the rule of saying yes to almost everything, and I've done a lot of stuff. On one hand I have been a student at a university, and on the other hand I've also been a traveler or a tourist exploring places, and sometimes that limbo or that balance have made me a bit restless, because when doing so much stuff all the time it's a bit difficult to ease down and just relax. So I'm really looking forward to allowing myself to relax a bit more, going back to Denmark, where I obviously can't move in the same pace as I have done throughout this exchange. And then the last thing, number 3, is of course all the good stuff that will happen in the near future, because first of all I'm really excited about attempting to build something that's a bit more long-term here on YouTube, because as stated in an earlier video, I really like doing these YouTube videos. I find so much joy in recording and editing them and trying to take what I've learned from these past 4 months and continuing on doing these videos, but in a Danish setting, is something I'm excited about, and also something that I can see potential in. I think I've talked a bit too much right now, but I also think it was something that was nice to get off my head, and I think the reason why I'm talking this much right now is that it's Christmas evening and I don't have anybody to share all of my beautiful thoughts with here in Vancouver, so this was just an outlet to you guys. And yeah, I actually feel like emotionally fine not being with my family right now. I thought I would be more sad, but it's a weird feeling of course, but I'm also kind of okay. In Danish we have this saying that's ud af syn, ud af sind, and if you translate that to English it would be like out of sight, out of mind. And I thoughtfully deleted Instagram yesterday, so I haven't seen any Instagram stories that are related to Christmas, which is a bit sad but also wise in my situation, I think. The plan now is to head back to my hostel and pick up my luggage and then head towards the airport because it's raining. There's not that much fun about walking around in the city right now. So let's just go to the airport and chill.
Goddag.
Jeg tænker, at det skal være udsigt.
Min liv.
High five.